out the doe. I'm shaking. That was awesome. I get amped up shooting a big doe just like I do a buck. There was a big buck chasing down here in the swamp, but my buck tag's already filled here, so decided to come out and fill the doe tags. Oh, I'm shaking. I love it. I love it. I think the hit was a little bit high, just a touch, but I think she only went down about 40 or 50 yards away. Trying out a new broadhead from Grim Reaper. We'll see how it did. Pretty excited. It flew good, so I gotta calm myself down. That was awesome. Never gets old. It's a beautiful night out here. I mean, couldn't ask for much more. It's just calm. Geese are flying. Just a nice night to be out. That was cool. Before I go ahead and climb down, I kind of just wanted to show you guys what I'm hunting here tonight. Right down there is a little rake plot I made back in June. I just raked out the entire area. It's kind of, you can see the creek runs like right up here, and it kind of circles around the backside over here. So down here in front of me is real marshy, but I raked it all up. And I threw some clover down, and it grew. I mean, you can see the spot where it didn't grow. There's a big spot back over here it didn't grow, but it picked up better in some spots than others. But right down here is where that buck was chasing. He was pushing another doe. This doe came up the creek line trying to get away, and she did. She slipped away, but it's all hardwoods behind me. And there's bean fields right out there. But I mean, there's trails all over. You can see a big trail right there. There's another one that comes out and crosses a creek right there and comes into the clover. It's just a nice little spot. I think this is actually only the second time I sat here this year. The first time being opening day. And I don't know, I just had trouble getting the right wind for this area when season was in, but I ended up shooting my buck on the other side of the property, so I didn't need to come back in here. But I got out of work a little early tonight and decided I would come out and try my luck for a doe, and we got one, so I'm gonna go climb down and check the arrow now. I gotta pack everything back up, so. Alright, so we just got down to the arrow. Looks pretty good. It's not completely soaked in blood, but broadhead deployed. Everything there looks good, so see if we can't start tracking some blood a little bit and see if we can see her. Alright guys, I did find her. Showing her in about 50 yards. I thought I seen her pile up. I didn't think I seen her get up But I just wanted to make sure, so I did give her a little bit of time, but I climbed down and she was only laying right there, so I had good blood the entire way. So yeah, awesome. I'm super excited. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to get her out of here. I just have to change the card in the trail camera real quick, bring my bow back out to the truck, get all my gear off, and then come back in and grab her and drag her out. So I'll be back. There she is. Didn't go far at all. Tree stand's only, I don't know, maybe 50 yards in there. She just came out, worked right across this, and died right there. So as you guys can see, the hit was a touch high, but it really wasn't that bad. So basically, after going back and looking at the footage again, I thought I hit her high, which I did. I did hit her high, but as you can see here, this is where I was actually aiming. I was aiming right in her armpit area. Obviously, the armpit wasn't open, and she was quartering to just a hair. But you can see how low I was aiming compared to where the arrow actually hit. Now, granted, I'm shooting a heavier arrow setup, full metal jackets with a heavy tip, but still, it was only a 25-yard shot, so that's a pretty impressive duck. But it's just something I'm gonna carry with me, and a little more knowledge about shooting at deer, especially when they're looking. She didn't know I was there, and she still was able to duck that much at that close of a range. So shooting at a deer at 40 plus yards, especially if they're looking at you, it's bad news, and it's just room for so much error. So, but that's knowledge I'm gonna carry along with me. I don't know, you just learn something new every time you're in the woods. Good knowledge, and yeah, it was just an awesome hunt. So